Amukira ngeithi mwiroreri wa GTN TV ireketie kwihanda wega thaa mugwanja ihinda riega tukumithia maria marathi na mbere kuhanika guku bururi-ini oginyagia kunene na Kenya na gitio kingi gekuria witikire kwaraniria na ithwe ng'enda-ini citu ciothe cia ukinyaniria mutheri-ini gatano ga kiumia giki tariki 22 mweri wa gatano mwaka wa 2026 itikire kunyitana nanie rito riakwa ni Snide Shege. Tukiambiriria mutongoria wa bururi William Ruto ni eranire ati thogora wa maguta ma dithoro nĩũkũharũrũkio na ciringi 10 mathogora-inĩ meru ma maguta ma mweri wa ĩtandatũ na mũgwanja thutha wa gĩikaro na nyiti itemi rũhonge-inĩ rwa ũkui wa mũingĩ Mombatha. Gĩikaro gĩkĩ gĩgĩũka o rĩrĩ thirikari ĩreka mĩtũkĩ kũhoreria marakara ma Akenya kumana na thogora wa igũrũ wa maguta. Akiaria thingira-inĩ wa iregi Mombatha, President augĩte itua rĩrĩ nĩ kũnyihia mũrigo wa marĩhi ma igũrũ ma fare hamwe na kwagĩrithia mathogora ma maguta ona thengia wa mbara iria augĩte irathiĩ na mbere Middle East. President no erire a Kenya ati bururi uri na maguta ma kuigana ona thengia wa kwirikana gutiri na maguta ma kuigana rere inywero cia maguta imwe itigitwo ingarite.
Over the past few weeks, many families, businesses, farmers and transport operators have felt the pain of rising fuel prices. I fully understand the frustration and the burden this has placed on households and on the cost of living across the country. As President, I want to speak to you honestly and directly about why this is happening, what the government is doing, and why we must face this challenge together as one nation. The World Bank now projects that global energy prices will rise by 24% in 2026 alone, while the International Energy Agency has warned that global market may remain undersupplied until late 2026 or beyond. Across April, May, and May-June 2026 pricing cycles, the government has spent a total of 28.19 billion on fuel price support through direct stabilization measures and tax relief interventions. I have directed that in the pricing cycle, next pricing cycle, we are going to further reduce the price of diesel by a further 10 shillings for the June-July cycle to help stabilize pump prices and provide additional relief to consumers. Through the government-to-government fuel supply framework, we have secured guaranteed fuel supplies despite global supply chain disruptions, ensuring uninterrupted fuel supply availability across the country. Because we do not know how long this crisis will continue, or whether prices may even rise further in the months ahead, we must act with care, responsibility, and sustainability in our mind. I have also directed the NTSA to facilitate an enabling environment for matatu operators to continue utilizing artwork and graffiti on their vehicles in a manner that upholds safety and respect for other road users. I'm told they must remove all graffiti from their matatus, and I'm asking myself why.
Na riboti iyo niyo tũgĩthiĩ na mbere na kũrũmanĩrĩria nayo tũgĩthiĩ na mbere magana ma aikari kuma gĩcigo-inĩ kĩa ũmbunge kĩa Runyenjes kaunti-inĩ ya Embu nĩmagunĩkĩte na ũrigitani ũtarĩ marĩhi kuma kũrigita ikĩro-inĩ cia kaunti kũrũmĩrĩra mũbango wa mandagĩtarĩ mashinani initiative. Ũrigitani ũyũ ũteithĩrĩirie mũingĩ gũthũrimwo ũgima wao wa mwĩrĩ na makĩria mĩrimũ ĩrĩa ĩtarĩ ya kũgwatanio na ĩrĩa yambatĩrĩte na gĩkĩro kĩnene mwena ũyũ.
That is very important, and it is a clarion call for all our patients who are seeking these specialized services. Please take advantage of this Madaktari Mashinani, get registered, come to the center where we will announce to the media where we will be next, so that you are booked early enough for the clinic and you plan to get your SHA registration done, or you are also able to get your SHA issues sorted out. And in case you are at home and you've been having health issues for a long time, and maybe you're not able to afford the health care, or you are too far from Embu level 5 to get to be able to go for the health care, make sure that as we go around with the Madaktari Mashinani, come to the clinics, and we will be able to assist you with SHA registration, and we'll also be able to see a specialist who will take care of that long-term standing issue. Some of these things, for example, breast cancer, cervical cancer, prostate cancer, if you are noticing the symptoms early, you should come immediately they start. Because when we diagnose the condition early, we are able to treat it on time.
Na county government through the assembly, kama wakiletewa budget ya kupitisha kitu mpango kama hii ya Madaktari Mashinani, tafadhali wapitishe mara moja.
Nimesema asante juu hiyo picha yenye nimepigiwa huyo pipi yangu siku ya leo, hata ningeenda mpaka huko Kenyatta, lakini saa hii nimefaidika juu nimepigiwa yeye picha na sitatumia masaa yangu kuenda mbali kuitafuta. Kwa hivyo mimi nimerudisha shukrani, na ningeomba iwe ni kama kawaida, si ati kuletewa daktari kwa siku moja kwa mwezi. Tuwe tunaletewa kama siku 4 kwa mwezi, kila wiki siku moja. Tungeweza kuwa tunasema ni asante.
Niye niraokete nundu aguturwa ni mukurukuthu. Ngunde ndawa na nina kundua na uga mwathani arogocwa. Nundu nina kunda wana wenge no gukunda tutinerwa gutire iye kwe ni twanywa.
Tuthina mbere na riri ndereti ya kuhamurithia gavana wa Siaya James Orengo ithiite na mbere na kunyita thinga muingi wa Siaya ni uyumiritie na gutetera gavana Orengo uria ukoretwo giikirio kana ageikio twara maitho ni atumia atongoria ni medio yake wikendi hituku iria yahanire kwagira kiene gavana wa Homa Bay Gladys Wanga. Muingi ukirorogana miena iyo uteterithitie kurugama na kana uteterithitie kurugama na gavana wao makiuga we arugamaga na muingi na mugite njatukano iria koretwo ku kiamene kia ODM defatie gukuruhanio ndereti-ini ino makiuga watho urumiriro.
As defenders of the Constitution, we strongly believe that justice must be dispensed appropriately and the right way. We are aware that there have been political spat across the political divide, and we are also aware that there have been misunderstanding within ODM party and in different political formations. Our concern is that we do not want the law to be applied selectively. If Governor Gladys Wanga is accusing Orengo of abusing her, the public and the world is also aware that Wanga and her team have been abusing Orengo also publicly. Our call is to the Inspector General of Police. We demand that if you do not desist from engaging in the political war, you resign. Yeah. Orengo is not being given a favor. Yes. He's a governor. He has got equal protection of the law. And
tutaheshimu James Agri Orengo, tutawakimbiza 1 hour. Na tuko na nyinyi. Na hatutachoka na Orengo ndiye party leader wa ODM.
Ati mtu anaambiwa chude na hapa sisi tunaumia. Wakati umeenda kwa siasa ukisikia vitu wenye wanasema ati chude ni kitu gani? Wakati unatukana mwanaume inasemekana wewe sio mama mwenye ako na akili.
Hatutaki mchezo kwa gavana wetu, na heshimu gavana wetu na tuheshimu tena wa mama kama sisi. Gladys Wanga, waangalie penye tulitoka na penye tunaenda. Hatutaki mchezo tena. Tafadhali Gladys, tunataka maendeleo na tunataka heshima kwa gavana wetu.
Na riboti iyo igakiamba gutweka mwike twambitwikire o hanini ndugathie kuraya ni turacokereria na mangi maingi.
Tuko filing season, the most dramatic time of the year.
Got file and pay. Me was in stress. Set a deadline ni June 30th.
Sio wasi extend. Sindio? Kwani kuna kulipa?
Kufaili kitu moja, kulipa ni ingine na lazima ufanye zote.
Simi nadhani hiyo ni ya watu wenye wanafanya kwa maofisi. Ai wewe acha kunienjoy wewe. Mimi niko jua kali.
Usipolipa, unachapa mapenzi kila mwezi.
Hakuna kitu ni stress kama kufanya tax returns na kulipa kodi. I'll get somebody else to do it for me.
Last year I filed bill. Kwanza mapema. I filed it on June 29.
Lakini ukulipa, ndio maana ushakuwa fine.
Hey babe. Kwani whose side are you on?
Nilisha file na nikalipa kitambo for my salo na pia my side hustle. Hata ni rahisi.
Round hii, make sure umefile returns. Na ya maana zaidi, umelipa. Jijue, halafu, jibeta.
Thegio murero wa GTN TV neguthi na mbere na gutwirorera ungikorwo na kiuria wonie ona kana mateta o mothe megemene tabarĩra citũ itikira gutwarĩra na njĩra ya kũhũra thimũ kana gutuma ndũmĩrĩri nguhĩ na WhatsApp message kũhetũkĩra thimũ namba 0742915151 kana utume email kũgerera gtntv@gmail.com no ucokerio rungu rwa mathaa 24. Oho ririkana gũtũrũmĩrĩra nenda-inĩ citũ cia ũkinyanĩria Facebook GTN TV Digital, TikTok GTN TV Digital na Instagram GTN TV Digital. Tũrĩre o harĩa hothe ũrĩ mathaa mothe kũgerera www.gtntv.co.ke. GTN TV muci wa yona trada.
Tuko filing season, the most dramatic time of the year.
Got file and pay. Me was in stress. Set a deadline ni June 30th.
Sio wasi extend. Sindio? Kwani kuna kulipa?
Kufaili kitu moja, kulipa ni ingine na lazima ufanye zote.
Simi nadhani hiyo ni ya watu wenye wanafanya kwa maofisi. Ai wewe acha kunienjoy wewe. Mimi niko jua kali.
Usipolipa, unachapa mapenzi kila mwezi.
Hakuna kitu ni stress kama kufanya tax returns na kulipa kodi. I'll get somebody else to do it for me.
Last year I filed bill. Kwanza mapema. I filed it on June 29.
Lakini ukulipa, ndio maana ushakuwa fine.
Hey babe. Kwani whose side are you on?
Nilisha file na nikalipa kitambo for my salo na pia my side hustle. Hata ni rahisi.
Round hii, make sure umefile returns. Na ya maana zaidi, umelipa. Jijue, halafu, jibeta.
Je, umechoka kununua bidhaa kwa bei ya juu? Je, ungependa kumiliki TV, laptop, friji, pikipiki, gari, baiskeli, kompyuta na bidhaa nyingine nyingi kwa bei ya chini kabisa? Basi sikiliza hii. Soko Murwa ni jukwaa la kipekee linalokupa nafasi ya kushinda bidhaa bora kwa bei ya kushangaza. Ndio, unashiriki kwenye minada na unashinda bidhaa kwa bei ya chini zaidi ya kushinda sokoni. Ni rahisi sana kujiunga. Bonyeza *883* star 11 hash star 883 star 11 hash. Chagua bidhaa unayotaka, shiriki kwenye mnada na shida kwa bei ya chini kabisa. Usikose nafasi yako, usilipe bei ya juu tena. Soko Murwa ni mahali ambapo bei zinashuka na ndoto zako zinakuwa halisi. Bonyeza star 883 star 11 hash sasa hivi. Soko Murwa.
Nĩ ngatho nĩ gũthiĩ na mbere na kwĩrorera mohoro ma GTN 81. Tũgĩthiĩ na mbere, cira wa kũhagũrwo kwa ũrĩa warĩ mũnini wa President Rigathi Gachagua ũrathiĩ na mbere ũmũthĩ, mawakiri ake makĩheana macokio megimaine na cira ũyũ. Na igoti nĩ rĩtanyĩtwo gũkorwo rĩkĩheana mwerekera cira-inĩ ũyũ wa kũhagũrwo gwake gũkũ. Gachagua akoretwo agĩtetia ndereti ĩno ya kũhagũrwo gwake, mawakiri ake makiuga njĩra ĩrĩa yahũthĩrire kũmũhagũra yarĩ mũgarũ na watho.
Rules have been most violently broken. My lords and my lady, this court's jurisdiction under Article 165(3)(d of the Constitution is not a courtesy. It is a constitutional imperative. When Parliament has acted beyond its constitutional mandate, and Parliament has no mandate to make findings of hate speech and bypass the NCIC to remove the Deputy President on grounds that do not meet the constitutional threshold, this court cannot. It's not intruding on parliamentary space. It's actually indicating the Constitution. My lords and my lady, the Supreme Court of India, in the case of Kasavananda, Bharati, and our own Supreme Court on the foundational cases on constitutional supremacy, has established beyond doubt that no arm of government, not even the legislature acting by supermajority, may override express provision of the Constitution. Parliamentary immunity for judicial review is a doctrine of legislative acts within the constitutional bounds. It is not a license, my lords, to violate those bounds with impunity. This court must intervene. Not because it is eager to do so, but because the Constitution demands of you to come and save the soul of this Constitution. In conclusion, what history will record after these proceedings today? My lord and my lady, let me close by saying this. The impeachment of Honorable Gachagua will be recorded in the constitutional history of this republic. The question is, what record will say? If this court allows to stand the impeachment, the record will say that in Kenya, a deputy president may be removed from office on the basis of political metaphor without any finding by a competent authority and without meeting constitutional threshold and through processes that selectively targets political opponents while exempting those in power from the equivalent treatment, scrutiny. If this court grants the relief sought in our petition, the record will say something entirely different. It will say that in Kenya, the Constitution means what it says, that the threshold of impeachment is real and is
na hiyo ni riboti turagithii na mbere na kurumaniriria niguo tukiigue itua riria igoti rigugikorwo rikiheana na turio cigimaine na magoti. Igoti ria Kerugoya nirianiriire Peter Kanubi mwikuiro wa njuragano ya murutani Betty Wanjiru Nyaga guthii na mbere kuhingirwo ceceni-ini ya borithi ya Kerugoya.
which is non-derogable, and further, he reserves the right to be presumed innocent until otherwise proven guilty. I find no compelling reason to warrant calling for a pre-bail report, and I shall proceed to admit the accused to bail bond terms, ensuring that the same are reasonable and commensurate to the offence, and further not too low as to entice the accused person to abscond the trial and forfeit the bail and bond amount. So accordingly, the accused person, Dennis Waweru Mugo, is hereby admitted to a cash bail of Kenya shillings 150,000 with an alternative bond of Kenya shillings 300,000 with one surety of similar amount. Pre-trial on that.
Na riboti iyo igagitwikirira gaturumu gikunjo kia GTN 81 magi maigi ni cihande wega thaa imwe na thaa ithatu thina mbere na kwirorera GTN TV gaikwerithiria muthenya mwega tidia thayo na urimie gukumia ritwa riakwa ni Snide Shege.